Hello everyone and welcome to my Sister Wives Gossip. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Will Real Housewives of New Jersey move forward without Teresa Giudice? Since The Real Housewives of New Jersey was first put on pause in August 2024, rumors have circulated about what would be next for the Bravo staple. For a long time, even its return was in question. Now, we know for sure that the reality show will return sooner rather than later, but with a few significant changes. RHONJ's cameras have been up filming test footage, and according to OK! Magazine, Teresa Giudice hasn't been spotted. She has been a part of Real Housewives of New Jersey since day one, and it is hard to imagine the franchise without Teresa Giudice, but fans may have to. According to the OK! Source, Teresa has not filmed for season 15 of the series at all. There are lots of rumors trying to be put out that Teresa filmed test footage for Real Housewives of New Jersey, but the truth is she didn't. Her fans can say whatever they want, but Melissa Gorga, Margaret Josephs, and Dolores Catania filmed with new women. The source continued. Teresa, on the other hand, did not film at all. It's really looking probable that Bravo is moving on without her, and the show's future does not include her. As it stands now, her fans are going to be very disappointed. A recent report claims that Bravo would like to see Real Housewives of New Jersey shift from cutthroat family drama to a more comedic energy. If the focus is truly on humor, then Margaret Joseph's quick wit may propel her into the spotlight. An insider told OK! Magazine, there always has to be a star of the show. Bravo has decided to pursue building the show around Margaret as the main character for the time being. Dolores Catania and Melissa are both close with Margaret, so that part is aligned. The insider continued. Marge isn't scared to be dramatic, but she's also funny. Additionally, she's always been open with her life and doesn't hide things. She truly embodies everything a real housewife has always meant to be. What are your thoughts on the potential changes to the Real Housewives of New Jersey? Would you continue watching if Teresa Giudice makes her exit? Or would her leaving the show actually be the best thing for the franchise? For nearly 2 decades, the Real Housewives of New Jersey has thrived on chaos, loyalty, betrayal, and most of all, Teresa Giudice. From her first table flip in season 1 to her current status as the franchise's longest-running cast member, Teresa has been the face, heart, and lightning rod of the series. But as season 14 wraps up with explosive feuds and cast fractures, a new question lingers in the Bravo universe. Can Real Housewives of New Jersey move forward without its queen bee? Teresa's place in Bravo history. When Bravo introduced the Real Housewives of New Jersey in 2009, Teresa wasn't just a standout, she was the show. Her unapologetic personality, her tight-knit family loyalty, and her now iconic one-liners turned her into a reality TV legend. Unlike other Housewives franchises that revolved around socialite glamour, Real Housewives of New Jersey tapped into the fiery intimacy of family dynamics, and Teresa was at the center of it all. Even through scandals, the legal troubles that sent her and Joe Giudice to prison, the publicized deportation of her husband, and her own reinvention as a single mother turned newlywed, Teresa has given Bravo exactly what it thrives on, a raw, unfiltered narrative arc that no producer could ever script. But the question now isn't about what Teresa has given the franchise. It's about whether the franchise can exist without her. Cracks in the foundation. Recent seasons have highlighted how divided the cast has become. Teresa's long-standing feud with her sister-in-law Melissa Gorga has reached a stalemate, with neither woman willing to budge. What once provided must-watch drama has started to feel repetitive, even stale. Fans have debated online whether the show has become too toxic to continue in its current form. At the same time, Teresa's loyalty to a smaller circle, her daughters, her husband Luis Ruelas, and a handful of allies, has left her more isolated on the show. Cast trips that used to be packed with her fiery interactions are now often reduced to tense standoffs or cold shoulders. This has left Bravo with a dilemma. Is Teresa's star power enough to sustain the series, or is it finally time for a new direction? Case for moving on without Teresa. There are strong arguments that Real Housewives of New Jersey could survive, and even thrive, without Teresa Giudice. Fresh energy, new faces. Other franchises like The Real Housewives of New York City have successfully rebooted with entirely new casts. While risky, it showed that audiences are open to change if it means fresh drama and dynamics. Removing Teresa could open space for newcomers who aren't trapped in old family feuds and alliances. Ending the Giudice war. The Teresa versus Melissa saga has dominated the show for years. Many fans say the storyline is beyond repair. Taking Teresa out of the equation would automatically shift the focus away from that tired narrative. Spotlight on other stars. Margaret Josephs, Dolores Catania, and even newer additions like Danielle Cabral have shown they can carry storylines. A cast shakeup might allow their lives to shine without being overshadowed by Teresa's orbit. A franchise evolution. Reality TV thrives on reinvention. Bravo knows it cannot let a show grow stale. A bold move, like pressing on without Teresa, could rejuvenate the franchise and prove it's bigger than any one star. Teresa. Of course, cutting Teresa loose isn't without risk. In fact, some argue it could be catastrophic. The face of the franchise. Teresa isn't just a cast member, she is Real Housewives of New Jersey. From memes to headlines, her name is synonymous with the show. Dropping her might alienate loyal fans who have stuck around since day one. Unfinished business. Teresa's marriage to Luis continues to stir controversy, and viewers are still invested in watching how that unfolds on camera. Removing her now could mean cutting off one of the most compelling ongoing storylines. Ratings magnet. Love her or hate her, Teresa brings eyeballs. Every reunion, every explosive dinner, every table flip moment has proven she's the main event. Without her, would the ratings hold up? Legacy and loyalty. Bravo has historically been loyal to OG housewives. To remove the last standing original Jersey star might not just be a shakeup, it could feel like erasing the show's history. What fans are saying. Fan reactions are split down the middle. Social media debates rage after every episode. On Twitter, one viewer might argue, Teresa is the only reason I still watch, take her out and I'm done. Meanwhile, others counter with, the show has been stuck in the same fight for 10 years. Let her go and reboot already. On Reddit forums, fans have floated creative alternatives, splitting the show into two casts, a Teresa-centered spin-off and a rebooted Real Housewives of New Jersey, or introducing younger housewives with connections to Jersey's social scene while keeping Teresa in a friend of role. Bravo's options. This crossroads, Bravo has several possible moves. A full reboot. Start fresh like RHONJ. New cast, new energy, no Teresa. High risk, but potential for long-term renewal. Teresa spin-off, Real Housewives of New Jersey revamp. Give Teresa and her family their own show while rebuilding Real Housewives of New Jersey with a new cast. Fans who love her still get their fix, while the main series gets to breathe again. Status quo with tweaks. Keep Teresa but bring in dynamic new housewives who won't bend to her influence. This allows Bravo to balance nostalgia with reinvention. Limited role for Teresa. Scale Teresa back to a recurring friend of role. She'd remain a presence without dominating every storyline. The emotional factor. Ultimately, the decision isn't just strategic, it's emotional. Teresa isn't a typical Bravo star. She's lived through imprisonment, deportation, divorce, remarriage, and family betrayal all on camera. Viewers have watched her daughters grow up. They've cried with her, cheered for her, and fought about her at reunion episodes. For some fans, losing Teresa would feel like losing the heart of Real Housewives of New Jersey. For others, it would finally free the show from a cycle of toxicity. So, can Real Housewives of New Jersey survive without Teresa? The answer might be yes, but it won't be easy. Without Teresa, the show would need a radical shift in tone and casting. Producers would have to embrace fresh dynamics and be bold enough to rebrand the series. It wouldn't be the same show fans have known for 15 years, but maybe that's the point. With Teresa, Real Housewives of New Jersey risks staying stuck in the same fights, the same grudges, the same who's loyal arguments. But it also guarantees ratings, headlines, and familiarity. It's the ultimate Bravo gamble. Keep the queen and risk staleness, or dethrone her and risk collapse. Final thoughts. Whether Bravo decides to move forward with or without Teresa Giudice, one thing is certain: Real Housewives of New Jersey can never truly escape her legacy. She built the foundation of the franchise, and even if a new cast takes over, her name will always echo in the background. In the end, perhaps the better question isn't can the show survive without Teresa? But rather, does the audience even want a Jersey without her? And if Bravo has taught us anything, it's this: sometimes the most shocking twist isn't another table flip. It's the moment when the franchise dares to flip itself.